I wanted to show you guys something. I got a couple COVID tests from a friend. Do you see the COVID test says tip wrapped with traditional fiber? Do you see that silver? That's a silver color. There we go. See how that's silver? There's a regular cute cotton. Them are your nanoparticles. These are all the silver strings. You guys better leave them damn tests alone. That's what you better do. Because they're not doing chipping. Absolutely not. They're putting nanoparticles right into your head. This is what they put in the head. This is their COVID test. They're putting this right in the brain.
Trying to grab it.
Close to the brain.
Look.
See them? So you guys think I'm lying? I'm showing you live.
We ain't even breathing on it, and it's been moving.
Holy shit, they really are alive. Look at how they're fighting each other.
Look at this one. Look.
Oh, they got a link. Now let me see if I can impose.
And you can see that this is where the speculum is being inserted to. If you really understand where the cribriform plate is, the cribriform plate is actually an area now, and there's a twisting motion that's utilized when the speculum is inserted into the nasal turbinate.
I hope y'all enjoyed that little laugh I gave y'all earlier, because what I'm about to share with you right now is not going to make you laugh. It's going to make you think, especially if you're one of the ones that went out and got tested for COVID at any point in time when it first came out. And then also people are volunteering for this chip in their hand or their arm out of convenience. So check these clips out. I'm gonna be back in between the clips so we can talk about it, but I'm interested to know how you feel about what you are about to see.
And then there is a link to microscopic nanotechnology polymer fibers.
Do you believe that this mRNA vaccine is going to genetically modify?
Yes, it will. The mRNA will actually take a piece of your DNA out. It will replace it with a synthetic one and a synthetic piece. And they can do it anywhere they want in your whole DNA mechanism. So, you know, who knows what they're going to modify about you. But that also makes you patentable.
That's right.
They can own you. And let me tell you, they've already started the vaccinations. They've already started them. They started them a long time ago because the test vaccinates you. So I have the article right here in front of me, and here's what it says. Yes, they can vaccinate us through the nasal test swabs and target the brain. Now, here's the thing. As a doctor, I said, this is crazy because, you see, you're wearing a mask to cover your... Now, they would hate it. They would not allow you into a store if you just wear a mask over your nose. You got to wear it over your mouth because supposedly the COVID-19 is in your saliva. Well, if it's in your saliva, then all they have to do is swab the inside of your mouth like they do for a DNA test. But no, they take these long Q-tips and they stick them all the way back, almost into your brain. They stick them back to the back of the nasal sinuses and then they twist them. All right, here's what they're doing. First of all, there is a very thin plate of bone that covers the brain between the brain and the nasal sinus. And it's called the cribriform plate. And every doctor knows about the cribriform plate. All right. Now, the cribriform plate has some openings in it where olfactory nerves from the nose, go through that plate into the brain. And bone, this kind of bone in the cribriform plate is porous anyway. So substances can go through it. So when they take that swab and they put it back there and twist it, what they're doing is depositing things back there. This, you can't see this, but this shows that they have nanoparticles that are actually on the ends of the Q-tips that they're putting in there that can get into your brain.
I wanted to show you guys something. I got a couple COVID tests from a friend. Do you see the COVID test says tip wrapped with traditional fiber. Do you see that silver? That's a silver color. There we go. See how that's silver? There's a regular cute cotton Q-tip. That one's white. This swab right here is a legit COVID test, and I broke it down. These are nanoparticles. These particles are alive and they move. I just broke it down here. I'm going to pull it down, pull some. That's the silver fiber. That's what's the COVID Q-tip. It's shiny, it's silver, and they're alive. Right here, they don't even want to let go. See, that's not cotton. This is cotton. This is the COVID. This is a regular Q-tip. See, the regular Q-tip, it's not shiny at all. It's white. Put it next to that. You see the difference in material? One's shiny, one's cotton. This is cotton. Them are your nanoparticles. These are all the silver strings. You guys better leave them damn tests alone. That's what you better do. Because they're not doing chipping. Absolutely not. They're putting nanoparticles right into your head. These are silver fibers. It's not cotton. This is what the COVID Q-tip test is. You see that one down there alive? They do their own thing. Look, he's trying to grab it. This is what they put in the head. This is their COVID test. They're putting it right in the brain.
He's trying to grab it.
Close to the brain.
Look.
See him? So you guys think I'm lying? I'm showing you live.
We ain't even breathing on it. It's moving.
Holy shit, they really are alive. Look at how they're fighting each
Look
other.
Look at this one. Look.
Oh, they got a link. Now let me see if I can pull them. This is the COVID test. Oh, hell
it
no.
just wrapped around that other
wild. This is so wild, y'all. I can't believe y'all let these people put these Q-tips in your guys' head.
They can be hooked up to the cloud. So they are already vaccinating you with the test. With the test. This is the beginning.
Frequencies are being utilized as a weapon of war. It talks about the 5G. China, yesterday we just read an article, they just turned on their 6G. And in it, it says in the 6G, they have the ability to read and manipulate the human brain with it, okay? This is what we're facing. If you have this nanotech in you, you are no longer considered human. There's a new term for the human species, Homo Borg Genesis. And my question to this, if this was basically imposed upon us without consent and you're no longer considered human, the debate is going to come at some point here. Just like they geoengineer, crops and they patent it. Now, are you a patentable item? Are you still covered by human rights if you're no longer considered human? This is what we're facing. When Putin said that the superpower to master psychotronic weapons, how powerful a weapon can this be if you can imprint memory sets upon what I call demographical biospheres, bubbles across the United States, get them to believe one thought process versus another, divide and conquer? That is what's being implemented on us. It's important that we educate everyone so you can get in tune with your internal true self, your internal spirit, your true moral compass. You know what that is. Once you are aware of this tech and you start to get influences that are not common to yourself and you can identify that, this is part of the battle.
How much metal you have in your body will affect you when this thing happens. It has to do with frequency. I want to tell you something. I will give you a hint to what he showed me. It's going to happen, and you have to get rid of these metals in your body. And I know exactly how to do it very easily. If you want to do it fast and quick, it would be green drinks. Anything green. and the whole fiber thing and all that. I know, but what I'm saying is there's something with chlorophyll that has to do with it matches. It's very close to your blood in its structure. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so you have to have a carrier that will grab things and take them out of your body. Okay.
Cards worth of plastic every single week, and I'm going to show you how to stop. Stop drinking from plastic water bottles. 1 liter contains 2,400 nanoplastic particulates. 90% are small enough to enter your bloodstream. Stop drinking hot beverages out of paper or plastic. Eat high fiber foods. Insoluble fiber binds those microplastics in your gut and flushes them out before they absorb. Use a sauna regularly. Studies show it reduces microplastics in your blood by up to 93%. Install a reverse osmosis water filter. This is going to remove 99.9% of microplastics from your tap water. Stop chewing gum. Most gum is made from polyvinyl acetate, and this is the same polymer used in plastic bags and glue. And avoid fast foods. 70% of those items that you get from McDonald's, Chipotle, and Taco Bell contain the phthalate DEHP. Switch to natural fibers. Most people don't know this, but synthetic clothes actually produce 90% of indoor airborne microplastics. Use loose leaf tea. A single plastic bag releases 11.6 billion microplastics per cup.
Label. It's legally required to be printed on the packaging of food items. And if you happen to be one of those people who stands in the aisles at the supermarket looking for the names of ingredients that you can't pronounce and therefore you don't want to ingest into your body, well, then you've most likely come across the names of several ingredients that, perhaps unbeknownst to you, are actually made using nanotechnology. Specifically, they're made through a process which converts things like silver, copper, gold, aluminum, silicon, carbon, as well as different metal oxides into tiny, tiny, tiny atom-sized particles that are quite literally 1/1,000,000th of a meter in size. If you want a visual for how small that is, up on screen is a graph from the National Center for Electron Microscopy, and it shows you how a strand of DNA, which is about 2 nanometers in diameter, is about 1,000 times smaller than a bacteria organism and about 1,000,000 times smaller than a raindrop. So that is to say these nanoparticles in our food are very, very small. Now, some of the more common nano-sized ingredients that you might be able to find in your cupboard right now, if you were to look, include things like titanium dioxide, which is used to increase the whiteness of things like milk, yogurt, and sugar. You might find silicon oxide, which is added as an anti-caking agent. You might find iron and zinc dioxides, which are added to increase supposed nutritional value. You might find different silver derivatives, which are added for sterilizing properties. And you might find a host of other ingredients like calcium carbonate, tricalcium phosphates, and so on and so forth. The list.
Now that you've seen that, let me know what you think. Did you go get that swab up your nose? Because I must admit, I was one of the ones out of fear that went and did that. This is why I'm sharing this video right now, because what they're doing right now is instilling more fear about all these different things that's coming out, so that it'll push people who did not get it done before to go out and get it done now. And when they can't get you with the swab up your nose, they put it in your food. So here are some things that you can do. Check with your doctor. I am not a doctor. To detox your body. And I am on my way to the store right now to go and get a couple of those items. Again, get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to hype this video and like this video. That helps to get out to more people so we can get ahead of it when that chaos does happen, so that we're not in fear like they had so many of us back then who didn't have knowledge of what they were actually doing. Okay? Trust God. Don't trust them.
So I love detox baths. They take care of radiation poisoning, they take care of pesticides, they take care of heavy metals, all kinds of things, even some parasites. So if you got a bathtub, you know someone's got a bathtub, that's the easiest, fastest way. Good old baking soda. So 1 or 2 cups of baking soda, 1 or 2 cups of Epsom salts in there. That already is a wonderful radiation detox. It gets fungus, yeast out of your body as well. You add a little bit of bentonite clay. Aztec Secret is a wonderful brand, 1/2 to 1 cup. Now you've also got a major pull of poison coming out. You add in 1 cup of borax, you know, that laundry detergent. That'll take nanotechnology out of you. You scrub down, scrub down, scrub down. 20 minutes, as hot as you tolerate it, right?
We're going to do a heavy metal detox, right? From nanobot technology and radiation, stuff like that. Heavy metals, ancient healing clay, bentonite, baking soda, borax, Epsom salt, right? So we got 2 cups of Epsom salt, 2 cups of baking soda, 1 cup of bentonite, and 1 cup of borax. Yep, and we're gonna get the water nice and hot, as hot as you can take it. And after that, you are gonna sit in it for 20 minutes, okay? As hot as you can. It's gonna cleanse all nanobot technology, all heavy metals, okay? It's gonna help with parasites. This is called a detox bath. 2 cups Epsom salt, 2 cups baking soda, 1 cup bentonite, and 1 cup of borax. That's it. So we're gonna do a
borax detox bath. I do one about once a week. If you have not been detoxing regular and you're not somebody that cleanses all the time and you don't know if your lymphatic system is properly moving, start off with a smaller amount and do not stay the full amount of time. After you try that several times and you do okay, you would work your way up to a cup to stay the full 20 to 30 minutes. Everybody should be detoxing. We are living in a country that allows so many chemicals. That is why I eat the USDA organic diet, because these chemicals that they are industrial spraying on our crops are not allowed in other countries. I mean, think about it. People that are celiac and get deathly sick when they eat gluten over here can go to Paris and Italy and eat a full loaf of bread and have no reaction. It's the glyphosate. It's making us sick. Our bodies was never intended to process these things. That is why detoxing is so crucial. If you're sick, head cold, get in a detox bath. Put the kids in a detox bath. They need to be detoxing regularly. But work your way up, start with a less amount, and go from there.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow.